Creatives, how are you? Welcome back to the Nerd Creative channel. Build the Moomin house, box 9. Grab yourself a coffee, sit back, relax and enjoy. So we're going to work on the chandelier. This is where we were when we left up. So we've got all these lampshades here. And then we've got these sticks here. So we've got six sticks and we've got six lampshades. So we've got to put these two together. So we've got to use some quick drying glue. And what we need to do is we need to put a little bit of glue on there, stick the lampshade on, and then again work our way through these. The last one. Let me just put them two together. Just let that dry. Put this lid back on quickly because we know what super glue does. So there we are. So there we are. A little lampshade there. And what we've got to do is we've got to attach them onto the chandelier. So underneath there's a tiny little slot at the bottom there that fits into the slots. If you can see, let me see, into the slots right at the top. So I'm going to put a tiny bit of glue on here, on the protruding part of the chandelier, and then I'm going to stick just there. That's the first one on. I'm not sure that's glued, but tiny bit of glue on here, and then put the next lampshade on. There, as you can see. Oh, that's come off. Right, put some more glue on there. It's very delicate, so let's put a bit more glue on there. Okay. Slot that in. And work on the next one. So a bit more glue on this one here. Slot that in. No, a bit more glue. Be careful with this glue, it's going to stick to me. Just straighten that up a bit. There we go. There we go. Put that on here. hold it in place. Let's put the lid back on because the glue dries very quickly. See, got lampshades on the chandelier. Set that down and we'll work on the rest of them. Okay. Bit of glue here. Put the sticking to my fingers rather than this is not great. Let me see if I can get this one back in. See how delicate these things are. Because once they're all together, it does stand up on its own. Of sorts. Got a lot of glue on my fingers there. So let's just do this one. And get the next lampshade in. And then do the last one. Get that lid on. Get that last lampshade on. And in place. There. Just give that a little time to dry. What I need to try and do is I need to try and bend these so that they can't come out again. If I can try and bend them so they can't push through it again. That's that one. Just do the other side. We just want to bend it into a hook so it can't fall out again. Yeah, there we go. There's the chandelier. With all the lampshades on. Put that aside. There is a chain that needs to be added onto it, but I'm going to need something to prise these rings apart to attach it to it, which we'll do at another time. But what I wanted to do in this video is I wanted to look at the staircase again, because we're getting close to putting the staircase into the house. But what I found is, let me just see if you can see, that some of the paint is starting to scratch off. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to varnish the stairs because I'm not happy with the way they look, because the paint just scratches off, and I think over time it's going to come off a lot. So what I'm going to do is, I've got a little tin of varnish here. I'm going to varnish the treads, then I'm going to repaint this. As you, I don't know if you can see, like there, it's scratched off, which I don't want it to do. So let's get this open. Little tin of it's enamel, it's Umbral, enamel. So what I'm going to do is I need to put some kitchen roll down to protect the workstation. So get some kitchen roll down here. Actually, I'll get a clean piece because I used that for my lunch when I was making my lunch. So we'll get a new piece of kitchen roll. I'm going to fold it in half, and I'm going to get it down on here. There we go. So that's not standing now. So it stands there, but it won't stand on this. Oh well. So I'm going to paint the treads first. With the varnish to seal in the paint. Stop it from scratching off further. So I'm going to do the top of the treads, and then I will do the sides of the treads, so that we can get it like, I mean, I didn't want to varnish it because I don't want the steps looking shiny. I don't really want that look, but the paint's just going to continue to scratch off, so that's what I'm going to do. It doesn't say this in the instructions, but it's a choice I've made. You could probably make the same choice if you like, but I'm not happy with the paint scratching off. So before I put the staircase in to the ground floor, which is the next step, I just want to get these covered and protected to stop them from scratching any further. And it's quite tricky now that we've got a banister in place, but it is doable. So let's just get all these treads done. I'll have to do the treads, future treads as well. But what I'll do is I'll do all that before I put the treads on. I don't mind a little bit of scratching because I was going to repaint the treads, but I've decided that I like a little bit of scratch on there because it makes them look like they've been used a lot and they look real. So, but I don't want them to scratch any further because they'll just look a mess. So I'm going to do that, get this on. I'll be ordering the missing box, which is box 7, in a few days. That might take a couple of weeks to arrive, but it's the missing part of the basement, and it's also a sofa version of those blue chairs I showed you. It has that in that build. Just make sure we're getting all the areas that we need to get. So we're right at the bottom of the stairs now, so I'm going to hold this. Yeah, it's nice enamel to seal the pen in. Because if I did do a Moomin walking up the stairs, it's going to scratch the stairs, and that's not what I want. So that's that painted. And then when this is dried, I'm going to repaint. I'm going to repaint this side here. I'm going to repaint that because it's scratching away. So that's all the stairs. They're now now varnished. So I'm going to leave that to dry. I'm going to have a look to see how long it takes to dry. Let's have a look. having a quick look. I think it takes 30 minutes. If you water it down, it takes 30 minutes. If you don't water it down, I think it takes 6 minutes. So it's going to take 6 minutes to ish. But what I am going to do is I'm going to mix up more of this paint. It's going to remove it might remove the marbling effect that I do like. Unless I just do the areas where it's scratched off. So it says it'll take about 6 minutes, I think, to dry. So I'm going to step away and I'm going to step back in this video. This is dry now. They're a lot shinier than I wanted them to be, but so I'm going to have to mix up some more paint because I need to redo this. You see there, and there, and there, scratches are on it. So I need to repaint it and then I need to varnish it. So I get some white paint out. This big tub. This is System 3 acrylic white. Need to put some in here. It's a tiniest bit I can. Right, add some water. There. I'm going to give it a mix of a cocktail stick to start with, just to get it broken up. Hope it's not too watery. Just get a brush. See what the consistency is. Not the camera a bit, it's bouncing. So that might be a bit too watery, but what I'll do is clean this brush, get some brown, mix a little bit of brown in it. I'm going to try and get that pink colour. Get some more brown. There, that's quite a bit. And we get that kind of pink colour that we had before. Brush another wipe. Alright. So we need to paint it again. We might remove that marbling effect, but let's have a go. That's quite light. have to do another coat. Very careful. Probably have to do a second coat as well. So it's probably not the same colour as the other one was. No. Oops. Very careful on these steps. Edges. Right here. And here. Very careful there. And here. And we can just paint it. And then let it dry. And then paint it again. And then varnish it. Whoop, bit of brown in there. Right. That's it. So we're just gonna need to put something under to stop it from tipping. There. Give that brush a rinse. Just let that dry, and then I'll come back, I'll do a second coat, and then I'll varnish it. So this is dry now. I forgot to cover up the paint. Oh! Just give it a little mix. So I'm just going to give this a second coat. And then I'm going to let it dry and then varnish. Didn't think I was going to be painting this again, but here we are. I'm very careful on these bits. I just want it looking half decent. It's not going to be perfect. to be so careful about these parts. There we can start painting round. I think the unevenness and the kind of bumpy nature of it, I think it fits in with, you know, the Moomins and what their walls would kind of look like, the painted walls, rather than the wallpapered ones. So we'll just give this, I'll give it a third coat if it needs a third coat, but I think this might be enough. Just kind of get some kind of even coat across it. Like I said, it's very smooth acrylic, not acrylic, resin. It's very smooth resin, and this paint doesn't adhere to it, so a varnish coat on top can't go wrong. Let's try and even these streaks. Yeah, I think that's it. So we need to leave it to that's a bit streaky there. I don't mind it too much. I don't want it perfect, like I said, because I could paint it 6 times and get it perfect. I don't want that. I just want it to look, you know, enough. There. And I'll cover the paint in case I need to use it again, but like I said, it is streaking in places, which it's not a bad thing. So I'm going to leave that to dry, and then I'll either come back and paint again. Yeah, that's very streaky. Yeah, I'll come back and either varnish it or paint again. I'll have a look at it when it's dry, see what it looks like. Like I said, I'm not looking for a perfect finish, so I'm going to leave it there. I'm just going to step away, and then when it's dry I'll come back. This is dried now, so incidentally, I just wanted to show you that I put the chain on the chandelier, and that's ready and finished now. So what we're going to do is we need to seal this in now. So I'm going to use the enamel again. I know it's not the right kind. It might turn out really bad because it's too shiny, but it's all I've got. So I'm hoping it won't be too bad, but we'll see. Because I mean, look how shiny the stairs are. The stairs are really a little bit too shiny for my liking, but I think I have the wrong paint. So I'm going to go and give this a coat, and hopefully it won't end up too shiny. But at this stage I can't really avoid that. So it's just going to be how it is. And the beauty of doing this section is I can do the sides of the stairs, the treads at the same time. Just get that off there because I don't want it to go up there. So just keep going. Get the sides of the treads as well, which I can paint with this. Okay. It might be a bit too shiny when it's dry, but I don't know. I haven't got the right paint, and they don't come with paints, these sets, these builds, so you've got to kind of use whatever you have, and I don't have any paints like what I need, model making paints. I don't have any of those, well, any of those in the colours that I need, so I'm hoping it won't look too shiny when it's finished, but I can't guarantee that. It'll be what it'll be, but I don't think this side is actually that visible. Looking where it goes on the first floor, I think this side goes against the wall, so I think I might get away with it, but I probably will have to invest in the right colours at some point. It doesn't actually say. I'll have to have a look in the magazine to see what paints it says that you need to paint them. But yeah, I mean, it's done now, so I'm gonna just lean that off against there and let that dry. It takes a lot longer than I thought it did to dry, but that's okay. So when that's dry, we'll be able to introduce the staircase into the first floor, which is really good. And then the next section is we're going to be building the floor to the next floor. So the second floor, we're going to be building the flooring for it. So so what I will do is I will come back and we'll put the staircase in the first floor, and that will be the end of this video. And then in the next video we'll start to construct the next floor. So the staircase is done. This is all been sealed in, as you can see. So what we're going to do is we're going to attach the staircase to the first floor here. As you can see. So the staircase is for this room here. As you can see, there's an opening for the staircase there. So I'm going to sit that down. And I'm going to line up the staircase. So the staircase goes in like that. So the staircase lines up like that. You can see, just hold it in place there. See? That's where the staircase goes. And if you look inside there, so it lines up just like that. And you got to make sure that this edge here doesn't go past this area here, or the walls won't fit into place. So it's got to be flush right up there. So what we've got to do is we've got to glue the bottom of the staircase and then put it in place. So I'm going to add some quick drying glue to the bottom of the staircase quickly. You don't glue the top part of the staircase, just the bottom. So I'm just going to get some glue around here. soldered on quickly, and then I'm going to line it up. So it goes under here and it sits right there. That's where it sits. So I'm just going to hold that in place so it's flush against here. So that's it held in place. And what I need to do is I need to put a tiny bit of glue around here, just around this section here, just to seal it in. Some more quick drying glue just to seal it in. If you can see. I'm going to get a cocktail stick just to make sure that's just sealed in there. A cocktail stick just to seal it in there. So that's in place. So just tilt it up there. There we go. Sorry, not the camera. So you can see the staircase is in all the way up to the next floor. And then if you look inside there, you can see the staircase comes all the way down. And it's right next to this door here, but it's not blocking the door, as you can see. So that's the staircase finished. For the ground floor. Put that aside. The next section we're going to be tackling is, in the next video, is the next floor. Let me just get this out again. So you see this floor here on this ground floor. We're going to be recreating this floor on top of here. So I'd like to thank you for your company, and I'll see you in the next video.